nomination. We start off the final round with Dr. Lanka, Director General Chairman of the National Dangerous Drugs Control Authority. You said there are good and bad people in the nomination list and that you're not entirely satisfied. The people have to choose wisely. How can the people choose wisely on the 17th of August?
Yeah, then the media and us here to direct them. Media has a big responsibility to help them to choose good ones from the bad ones. I think it's happening now. It's happening by
But you don't even release the names, Dr. Samarasinghe. How would the media even be aware who are the good people and the bad people?
Yeah.
And you're expecting the voters to know who the good and the bad people are. They're supposed to use their instinct, or how does that process work?
Yeah, people know. The thing is, people know. Only the Secretary Generals didn't know that it's it is their problem. But if you go to the villages and the street, you ask from them, they know. Just we are helping them to not to forget. The thing is, with these huge campaigns, by spending lakhs and lakhs, they try to get this. They try to forget this from the people by making posters like Buddhimat, Ugat, or so on, so many things. But if we hear throughout the campaign, I think, and as you said, now if we go with the March 12th
declaration,
then you can see there are so many, at least 8 criteria to select. But if you go through this, but nobody can, I couldn't see a single person have this all 8. But then you have to give marks and have to make a percentage and choose the people using these criteria who get the maximum marks in any party you wish to vote. Because we know at the end, on the 17th of August, we couldn't expect all the people go and vote to one party, but because we know that we are traditionally allowed to vote for some people and some candidates as well as the parties. But my hope is, my future vision is the below 40 crowd, the young people in this country, is almost apolitical. The day these people come to the age 50s and 60s, then we hopefully see about millions of people will become apolitical in this country. Then the situation we are expecting the country will make decisions accordingly, not as their political affiliations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lanka, the Director General Chairman of the National Dangerous Drugs Control Board. I now move on to Mr. Jayasuriya, Attorney at Law, former President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, and also the current Chairman of the BOI. Ms. Jayasuriya, you said something very interesting. The culture has to change. To one of the questions that Nadi posed, you said the Attorney General's Department, the culture has to change in the country in terms of how things function. 7 months this government has been in power. There needs to be a political will in order to change the culture. Do you see the political will in this government? That is question number 1. The second question is, one of the allegations leveled at this government is the fact that this government is getting closer to the Western world and ignoring countries like China. I want you to respond to these questions. Your time starts now.
They are both very interesting questions. First one, let me answer. As far as the political will is concerned, I say yes, of course. I think the president of this country is an unbelievable person. We hardly find people coming with power voted by the people and then trying so hard to give up power. He had to fight so hard with the 19th Amendment, pleaded with the members of parliament on both sides to convince them for him to be able to give up power. Where on earth has it happened? I can remember only one instance in the case of Gorbachev. He came as the president of the entire Soviet Union And then what happened? It disintegrated. But he went home and retired. Second one was Mr. Nelson Mandela, a great man in history. He was there in the jail for 26 years and came out, and he was elected. He could have gone until he died in office. He did not do that. He gave the opportunity to other people and went home. So much so, this president, the first thing that he said was, I shall be there only for one term, not 3 terms, like somebody else was trying to do it. After changing the constitution, enabling him to go on for the 3rd term, when in fact in the first term itself that he has promised the people that he was going to do away with the presidency. He tricked and fooled the people. So here there is the political will. There are no 2 words about it. And even the Prime Minister and the President are acting in coordination, and they have made a perfect team. Because the Prime Minister, as far as we know, and both of them are not even occupying the luxurious official palaces that they have. Other people are building more palaces, but they are confined to their own old home that they existed. Be that as may. The next question that you asked was
with regard to getting closer to the West and ignoring countries like China, which is getting close to.
As far as China is concerned, it's a great country, and we are overwhelmed by the response that we are getting from Chinese investors, and we welcome them very much. You may have based your question sometimes going on the port city and its fate. As the BOI, we have said it time and again, the Chinese port city project is not off. There are certain couple of issues that have to be resolved, and once they are resolved, that will be back on feet. We have said this categorically. There are Chinese delegations that come into this country. Recently I had the occasion to visit Guangdong, that is the closest to Hong Kong. It's about, by car it's about 1.5 hours. Guangdong is a city where in 1978, it has some significance because in 1978 only BOI was established by His Excellency President J.R. when Ranil Wickremesinghe was responsible for the establishment of Hathinai and the Vietnam zone where his electorate is. And 1978 in Guangdong was the first government factory that was set up, and that was like they have the exhibition hall. It was like the government factory that we had in 1960s. That's the primitive state that it was in 1978. But today they have 40,000 industries and 6 million people working there. They have so much of interest, and in the Guangdong Council, I went to the council, it's like the US State Department, so huge, and they have expressed their willingness to be our representative in China to promote investment and then bring in the investors into Sri Lanka. We have so many plus points that they do not enjoy there. As far as the West is concerned, we want the West and the East both. Western countries, as you know, through UN and the many other forums, have created so much of problems. Take for instance the GSP Plus. Mr. Premdas' time, J.R. started this investment drive through the Greater Colombo Economic Commission law, which is now termed as a BOI. And it is with that we have brought in so much of investment in this country. Now,
having wrap up, Mr. Jayasuriya, very quickly. I'll give you 20 seconds to wrap up.
Yeah, having done that, we have what happened? 200 government factories out of 200, more than 125 had to be closed down. We lost GSP Plus. Now we are trying to get it back on track. By the end of this year, that will be there in force. So that we are trying to reopen these at least 125, not 125, at least 225 government factories, not only government factories. There are 7,000 items that are included in the GSP Plus that have been now banned by the European Union. We are trying to get it back, and we shall get it back.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jayasuriya, former President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka and the current Chairman of the BOI, and also Dr. Lanka Singh. Thank you very much for joining us, the Director General and Chairman of the National Dangerous Drugs Control Authority. Thank you very much, Nadeem. Thank you very much, Sonali, and thank you very much, Faraz, for joining us this evening as our journalist on Face the Nation. There are good people and bad people. It's up to the people to choose. The culture needs to change. The political will is a must. Think before you vote. I leave you tonight with a quote by Winston Churchill. All the great things are simple. It sums up in one word. Freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, and also hope. Let's hope for a better country. Let's hope for a clean parliament. The power is in your hands. Thank you very much. This is Face the Nation. Good night.